Welcome to the Tennessee Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any point. Your camera and microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so please be sure to sign up for more. And this session is being recorded and will be available in a few days on strivescan.com/Tennessee. And with that, I'll turn it over to our first presenter, Bethel University.
Hey there, my name's Stephen White. I'm a Bethel University recruiter, mainly for the general area, but I can handle a lot of things such as athletics or Renaissance, which is music, vocals, theater, all that fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen. That way you can see what I see. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to anybody here at Bethel. They'll know just as much information as me. But first, I just like to start off on our website. This is kind of the main point where you can find information, not only from what I say, especially since it's such a short presentation, but also whenever you're at home or maybe during your break at work. If you go to our website, whether it's on your phone or on your laptop, all you got to do is go to bethelu.edu or just Google Bethel University, McKenzie, Tennessee. You're going to find our latest COVID-19 news up top, which is the easiest to get to and some of the most important information for you to receive. We just went 5 days without any active cases, which is great. I think today we had one active case pop up, but still those are pretty low numbers. We're hoping the fall will return back to normal, but we are face-to-face right now and offering face-to-face classes and tours. With that, if you are interested in Bethel, you can search the website for just about anything, and you can apply on any page right now completely free. Our app fee is being waived for the next 2 weeks or so make sure to be in contact with myself or another recruiter about that to see if we are still waiving it before you apply. Check out the admissions page right here, the admissions tab, if you want to come in for a tour sometime, or look at our admissions process, our application process on the left-hand side. The main part of the admissions tab is, like I said, setting up a tour. Whether you can come in person or if you need to set up a virtual tour, both of those things can be done here. And even if you can't set up a virtual tour, while you're scrolling down, you can actually go on and just request to watch some videos on the housing even, and just kind of see if it's a place for you. If you've seen one housing video from a college, you've seen a lot. They're all very similar, but this is going to give you the exact dimensions of the dorms, what's included, and etc. And you can also look at the tuition and the fees here at Bethel. So it's going to help break that down. You can also look up scholarships and such, but if you click the academics tab right here, you're going to be able to see what majors and stuff you may be interested in. The main thing here is just to make sure that what you are interested in is offered. And that's a big thing for any student. So if you go to our degrees and programs tab, this is the fastest way to get to it and kind of see what you want. You're going to scroll down, you're going to see tons of different options you can filter out. This is going to help you search biology, criminal justice, education. I'm not going to go through them all, but they're all on here. So if you were interested in some of the many degrees and programs that we offer, and let's say you're interested in forensic science, but you didn't see that as a major, all you have to do is go up to our search tab right here. Well, if I could spell right, and type in forensic, and it's going to give you some majors related to it. And you may say, well, that's not exactly the major I want. Well, if you click on criminal justice and any of the majors on here, if you scroll down, you're going to see you can request more information. We'll reach out with the information via email. And also you're going to see the course curriculum. So you may wonder, why did it pop up if it said forensic? During the justice major right here, it's going to actually show me the classes, which helps for transfer students. You can see what classes will actually transfer and which ones won't. But also if I scroll down, I'm going to see that there is a review of forensic science class here, and that could help me aim towards a career or maybe a life plan after college. And this is going to help set that up. With that, another degree that a lot of people are interested in that they can get to on this page, the degrees and programs. If you're interested in nursing, we just started a pre-nursing associate's degree for all those Tennessee Promise students out there. Get your first 2 years Tennessee Promise tuition free. You can take that degree and go anywhere with your associate's degree, or you could continue for your nursing degree here at Bethel, go RN, BSN, or for your PA or anything. But again, first 2 years tuition free. I know a lot of people looking at community colleges. This is a very close substitution for that. And you get those first 2 years at a 4-year school, which can better prepare you for the next 2 years. With that being said, you can click on About and you can find out more information about Bethel as a whole. You can click on the I Am tab and decide which of these you are and receive more information from myself or other people here. Or you can go on the search tab, type in staff, especially for those interested in athletics, and go down to our faculty and staff directory and type in whatever you're interested in, whether it be math, English, biology. It's going to give you those professors, or let's say if it's football, it's going to pop up the coaches for the football department, their contact information, and you can reach out. With that being said, if you wanted to reach me, my name is Stephen White. I am a recruiter here at Bethel University. I can help you with just about anything that you need help with. But if you want to reach me directly, all you have to do is go to the website. There's my contact information, or you can email me at whites@bethelu.edu. At Bethel, we are geared to help you end up where you're supposed to be. So just let us know. No matter if it's Bethel or UTM, we just want to see what we can offer you. We want to help you become you at Bethel. If you have any questions, just let me know, and thank you. I'm going to let the next person know. Let the next person go.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is University of Tennessee at Martin.
Okay, is that full screen? All right, guys, my name is Lauren Thomas. I am an admissions counselor from UT Martin. I just want to share a little bit about our university, kind of who we are, what we offer, why we think we're a great option for students. For those of you who aren't super familiar with UT Martin, we're part of the UT system of schools. We're located over in Northwest Tennessee. For reference, we're about 2 hours north of Memphis and about 2.5 hours kind of west of Nashville. We're the smallest campus in the UT system. We have just over 7,000 students on our campus. So what that means for you is that not only are you going to have small class sizes, our average class size is just around 24 students, but it's also going to be really easy for you to get connected with your classmates and friends and professors. It also makes it really easy for you to get involved on campus. We really encourage students to kind of get plugged into one of our clubs and organizations. We have over 150 of those, and it's really just going to enhance your overall experience. We want you to be part of the community, so we're going to do everything we can to help get you kind of plugged in with a group when you get here. And then we're also a really affordable option for higher education as well. Our tuition is just under $10,000 per year, and then our room and board packages begin at around $6,000, and we'll talk about some of those in just a second. Here's some little fast facts about us. If you're interested in nursing, we actually were ranked the #1 nursing program in the state for 2020. We're usually in the top 3, but we were really excited to have that #1 spot this past year. As I mentioned, tons of student clubs and organizations, anything from Greek life, fraternities and sororities, academic clubs and organizations, social interest groups, religious organizations. There really is something for everyone, as cliche as that may sound. We're part of the NCAA Division I. We play in the Ohio Valley Conference. So if you're interested in transferring over and being part of those athletic teams, I would highly recommend getting in touch with our coaches. And then we offer several travel study as well as study abroad programs each year. You can do a full semester abroad, or if you want to do like a shorter travel study, usually those are 3 weeks or less. We have several of those that go out throughout the year. We offer scholarships for those, and you'll get course credit for that as well. So I really encourage you to take part in that as well. So I won't go through all of our different academic programs. We have over 100 of them. But what I want to kind of point you toward is this link over in the kind of bottom right-hand corner, just utm.edu/programs. We've completely kind of revamped our programming page. So you can click on each of these different academic colleges. We have 5 academic colleges across our campus that all of our programs kind of fit in. You can click on the actual college, click on the different majors, even concentrations, explore some minors. And all of those pages are going to have things like course descriptions, faculty bios, but they're also going to have interesting kind of career prospects to kind of help you figure out if you're looking at maybe something in, ag business, what exactly can I do with that? So it'll help you explore possibilities for your career, both just in general and also things that our students are currently doing right now. So for admissions requirements for our transfer students, if you have at least 12 credit hours, all we need is a 2.0 cumulative GPA from your college courses. If you're transferring in and you have under 12 credit hours, you would actually come in under our freshman admissions requirements, which is a 19 ACT and a 3.0 GPA, or a 21 ACT and a 2.7 GPA. Once you've been accepted, we will start automatically awarding scholarships for you. So here you can see these are all of our transfer scholarships. If you're coming in as a freshman, you would be under transcripts based on your ACT and GPA, and I'm happy to send that chart to you. If you're transferring but you're going to be coming in with under 12 hours, just send me a little note in the Q&A and I can get those over to you. But for transfer students, this is 12 credit hours or more. These are kind of the different scholarship levels. As you can see, those begin at a 3.0 GPA and go up from there. And then we also have a Phi Theta Kappa award that you can stack with those. You can only get one of the academic scholarships, which are those first three that are listed. Whichever one you're getting there, you would stack that with that Phi Theta Kappa if you're an active member and you have a 3.0 transfer GPA. So for housing, if you have more than 45 credit hours, you don't have to live on campus. Or if you're over 21 years old, you don't have to live on campus. If you're coming in with under 45 credit hours, you would live on campus. And we have several different options for students. We have our traditional kind of dorm style residence halls where you share a room with one other person. We also have apartment style where you'll have your own bedroom. Some of those different floor plans, you'll even have your own bathroom, so that's really nice. And then we also have living learning communities. These are fairly new to UT Martin, and the majors that can live there, not every program on campus is able to, but the majors that can live there are listed on that bottom left-hand corner. The idea is just that you live with students who are studying kind of the same thing that you are. You'll live with students in your major, and there will be residential suites that have been converted fully into study suites on your hall that only students from your major are able to access. So it's a really academically focused kind of living situation. Again, not every program can live here, just the ones that are listed there. And then finally, we would love for you to come and visit campus. I forgot to change the date of our preview day that just happened on this past Saturday. So disregard that. We'll have more coming up in the fall. But every weekday we're doing in-person visits. We hold those in the morning and in the afternoon. You'll be able to tour campus, meet with a professor, listen to an admissions, someone from our admissions team kind of go over the application process. And then if those don't fit into your schedule, we're also doing just personal one-on-one virtual visits. You can schedule those at that link right there through Calendly, and you can schedule those with me, or if you want to schedule those with one of our other counselors that may be closer to the area where you're transferring from, that's totally fine as well. If you have any questions, you can take a quick screenshot of this page. That's my email address. I work with Middle Tennessee students that are transferring primarily, but again, I can help with any student transferring from really any school across the country. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Baptist Health Services University. Oh, sorry, I've got the order wrong. University of Memphis.
Thanks, Layla. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is Carol Chancellor. I'm presenting for the University of Memphis, and I don't speak as quickly as some of you all, so I'm going to try to get in the important points on why the University of Memphis could be a good choice for you. Okay. So first of all, we are a large urban research institution centered in Memphis, Tennessee. We do have a smaller location in Jackson, Tennessee called the Lambeth campus. We also have an online degree programs called UM Global. There are over 30 of those undergraduate degree programs now that you can enroll in from anywhere in the United States or outside of the United States. So we're very proud of that program as well. So just to start out with the city of Memphis itself, Memphis is often referred to as the distribution capital of the USA, mainly because FedEx is headquartered here, also International Paper and AutoZone, some of the names that you're probably already familiar with. This is important because these are important allies in our internship program. Our internship program is ranked number 7 in the entire country. And I think this is a great selling point for the University of Memphis, being in a large city and having relationships already with these businesses. They're invested in seeing the University of Memphis students succeed, as they will be the next workers. This also goes the same for our medical hub. Of course, we have St. Jude, Le Bonheur, UT Health Science Center. These are all very beneficial for anybody who's looking at going into any of the professional medical professions or health sciences. On top of all that, Memphis is a great place to be. So this is referring to the music culture, which is very strong in the city of Memphis, but it is by all means not the only thing. That we've got great restaurants, great entertainment venues, and as we're getting back into in-person music venues, then the more exciting the city will be. So you're more interested in academics probably than in the city itself. So we have over 50 majors, 250 concentrations. Everything that you can, the major ones would be nursing, engineering, arts and sciences, communications. We could go on and on. The only things that you wouldn't find here on our main campus would be the School of Law, which is downtown facing the Mississippi River, and the College of Nursing, which is about a mile away from our main campus on what we call South Campus at Getwell and Park. Our student to faculty ratio is now 15-1. Of course, the class sizes tend to get smaller as you do upper division classes. And we also have a lot of opportunities for studying abroad, as well as conducting undergraduate level research, which a lot of universities don't encourage you to do, but we do. So we also have fun at University of Memphis with now over 300 student organizations. Of course, this ranges from the Greek system to multicultural organizations, lots of opportunities for community service. Here in student organizations, you can definitely find something that you have in common with other students. We are also a Division I athletic school. So if you're interested in football and or basketball, but many other things, we have 19 different groups now that are in athletics that are nationally ranked. So you can go to all of those games for free if you're interested as a full-time student here. You can also, if you'd like to play games instead of go to watch them, you can join the intramural and club sports. I already mentioned the internship program that we do have here. You will be required to do at least one internship as part of your schooling here. This is a very important thing for setting the stage for you to get job offers, or if you choose to go on to graduate school, to help you in whatever it is you choose to do next. We do have the largest honors college in the state of Tennessee. So if you've been an honors student somewhere else, please know that you are welcome to join the honors program here, and your honors classes will transfer. So as far as the admissions process, we accept students in fall, spring, and summer. So this is sort of similar to what UT Martin had, except we're 15 college credit hours, and we are looking at your cumulative college GPA to be at least a 2.0 or above. The transfer application just requires you to send in your official college transcripts, and there is a $25 application fee. If you were to apply to come here with less than 15 college credit hours, we would look at the freshman requirements. That would be your high school transcript as well as your ACT scores. Once you are admitted, we'll do an accredit evaluation of all courses on a course-by-course basis to see their equivalencies to our programs. Once those courses are evaluated and transferred, then you'll be able to meet with your academic advisor to discuss how they satisfy the requirements for your particular program. So after you're admitted, we encourage you to go ahead and reach out to your department so you can be advised and start choosing your courses for the next term. We also offer transfer scholarships specifically. There's one specifically for community colleges, and that's if you're graduating with an associate's degree and you have a minimum 3.25 GPA. If you're coming to us in the fall, the deadline to apply for that is April 1. If you're coming in the spring, it's December 1. We also offer a Phi Theta Kappa scholarship that is stackable with that. So please contact us if you think you might be eligible for any of these. Last but not least, this is ways you can connect with us. I'm joined here in the background by my coworker, Carrie Beth. This is her email address at the bottom and mine. So I am mostly dealing with transfer students here in the local area of Memphis, Tennessee, and adult students. And Carrie Beth, her email address is there also, handles transfer students from everywhere else in the region. Thanks so much for listening, and please contact us individually if you have more questions.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Baptist Health Sciences University.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Layla and Miss Carol, for preceding me there. My name is Zach Cox. I am the transfer admissions officer for Baptist Health Sciences here in Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm excited all you guys are joining us today to hear from all these great institutions. And one thing, this is my first StriveScan fair. It's really cool. But one thing I haven't noticed is all these little red ones, you know, when you get notifications and there's a Q&A thing. So this is a great opportunity for all you students to get questions answered from multiple institutions or maybe even your favorite institution. So I encourage you guys to use that question and answer. My colleague, Mr. Chris Cotton, is joining me tonight. He's kind of manning that for me in the chat. So again, I encourage you guys to use that feature. We're all happy to help you guys proceed wherever you may want to go. But let's get rolling on this end as soon as technology works with me. Again, that is me, sorry. You'll all be working with me, so I figure you might as well get to know me. Again, my name is Zach Cox. I've been working at the institution for 5 years, directly with the transfer population, but I'm also an alum of the college. I graduated in 2011 with a degree in nuclear medicine technology. I had the opportunity to work at Baptist Memphis and St. Jude before getting called back to the school because I always want to come back and do education. So that's my Baptist disclaimer, right? I graduated, passed my boards, got a job, and I chose to come back. So I just want to give you guys a little bit about me because, like it or not, you'll be working for me. So I look forward to meeting all you guys. There you go. So a little bit about the institution. We were formerly Baptist College of Health Sciences as of this past August. We recently moved to the university status. We're excited about that. We were established in 1912 as a school of nursing. So anybody from the Memphis area and abroad, your parents will mention, oh, the School of Nursing. That's still us. We've expanded now to offer 13 different programs, ranging from associates to doctorate programs. But we are a specialized faith-based private institution, specialized in the sense that healthcare is our focus. We are a faith-based organization. You'll see different components of that throughout the campus and different chapel credits that are available, including an international mission trip and a local mission work as well. We are private because we are directly tied to the Baptist Memorial Healthcare, which just offers numerous benefits during the program and also after. We have guaranteed clinical spots for our students, which used to not be that big a deal, but with COVID, I mean, a lot of programs didn't have those guaranteed spots. But we're fortunate to have that partnership with Baptist Memorial where they're seeking out our students even after the graduate deployment. So also that partnership, we offer a program called tuition deferral for our nursing students. If selected, Baptist will pay for your last year's tuition and fees if you promise to work them for a year after. So it's a great program. It's always available for nursing students. It's usually available for other programs as well, but it's an as needed basis. And again, we are located in the Memphis Medical District, which is a newly branded district near downtown. We are right when you take the 240 exit on Union headed downtown to watch the Grizzlies game or Redbirds game. We're just a trolley ride down the road. So we're excited to be a part of that medical district area. So real quickly, these are all the programs that we do offer. Again, all related to healthcare in some form or fashion. And you'll notice not exactly all clinical related because you don't have to be a clinician to help people because we do believe that a calling into healthcare is a calling, right? You're called to help people. And that doesn't always mean poking a needle in somebody or something like that. So these are all the opportunities you have with us, with the institution. So I'll give you guys a minute just to look at those. Again, from nursing to health administration and business side, diagnostic medical sonography, ultrasound, radiation therapy, nuclear medicine, which you don't have to know what that means. I graduated with 6 people, so usually people don't know what nuclear medicine even is. Medical laboratory sciences, NDT, which is our newest program. Excited about that one. So those are all the programs we offer. So this is our criteria. You are considered a transfer student once you hit 30 college credits. And we look at your overall college GPA, we require at least a 2.7. And then you see to the left there, the freshman criteria. So if you're below that 30, we look at your high school GPA, including college as well. And students are accepted as pre and then apply for program selection when that time comes. But as always, the sooner you come to us, the better, because from day one, your advisor is your advisor for the professional program. So it's awesome to have that advising from the very beginning. And we do offer, if today I just left you itching for more, and I hope that I did, virtual information sessions every Monday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. And you can use our website there, baptistu.edu, to sign up for those events, apply, look at all the programs, look at financial aid, look at this, like everything. baptistu.edu is where it's at. And I had to be selfish and put a nuclear medicine picture there in our lab. That's our lab on campus, and our nuclear medicine students taking pictures of that clear person there. Yeah, because I mean, you need clear people in medical school, right? So again, my name is Zach. I am the transfer admissions officer at Baptist Health Sciences University. I'm excited that all you guys decided to participate today and hear more about the institutions in our area. And we do again believe that healthcare is a calling, and we'd love to put you on the pathway to that calling. So again, baptistu.edu. You can apply, sign up for a visit, check out our virtual tours, all of the above at that website. Our fall 21 deadline is June 1st, so there's still time. We'd love to have you come this fall. And you see my information there at the bottom, and I'll put it in the chat here in just a second as well. But please feel free to reach out, anything we can do. Thank you guys again.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Austin Peay State University.
Hey everybody, my name is John Sammons. I am one of 2 transfer coordinators at Austin Peay. Amber does Middle Tennessee and I do East and West. So if you're not in Middle Tennessee, then I will be the person that you're working with. Let me share my screen and I'll go ahead and do a presentation for you. Okay, so some facts about Austin Peay, if I can, there we go. We're located in Clarksville, which is about 40 minutes or so northwest of Nashville. We're about 11,000 students. The goal is to be about 12, so we're right around where we want to be. We have the highest level of safety of any Tennessee college, so that's something, especially if your mom's watching, she'll probably like that. There's over 49 majors, there's over 60 concentrations, 130 student organizations. What most people like about Austin Peay is that there is small class sizes. The average classroom size is 24 students, and that's even in freshman core classes. We are NCAA Division I in the Ohio Valley Conference. But let's talk about what you need to do to be admitted to Austin Peay. Now, like I said, I typically deal with transfer students, so my language is probably going to be geared towards a transfer student, but this is the same exact process for a first-time freshman as well. The only difference in the 2 admission procedures is that as a first-time freshman, you probably don't have a college transcript. Now, if you've done some dual admission credit, you might, but and we would need that transcript. But that's really the only difference. To be admitted to Austin Peay, it takes the application, $25 application fee, and we'll need your college and high school transcripts and any military transcripts you might have as well. To be admitted as a transfer student, it takes at least 12 hours and you need at least a 1.5. It's kind of a sliding scale. The more credits you have, the higher your GPA has to be. The highest it has to be admitted is a 2.0, and that's if you're transferring 60 or more credits. To be considered for every scholarship that you are eligible for at Austin Peay typically takes 3 applications. I know that sounds like a lot, so I'm gonna explain why. The admissions application itself, that automatically applies you for a couple of scholarships, like the President's Scholarship. And then there's a scholarship application in and of itself. It will apply you for any other Austin Peay scholarships or departmental scholarships that you may be eligible for. And then the FAFSA, or the free application for federal student aid. That's what you use if you're applying for loans or grants or something like that. But that also applies you for the Tennessee Hope Lottery Scholarship. These are the 2 scholarships that we deal with in admissions for transfer students. The Austin Peay Promise is for if you are transferring from one of the local community colleges like Nashville State or Dyersburg State or Roane State, any of those that are in the state of Tennessee. If you have at least 30 credits and at least a 3.0, you're eligible for that scholarship, and it goes up to $4,000 per year. if you're transferring from basically anywhere else, not a TBR community college, then you might be eligible for the Transfer Dean's Scholarship. And for that, you need 24 credits and at least a 3.5, and that's worth $2,000 per year. Let's zoom in on them for a second. So another great thing about Austin Peay is that we're one of the lowest costing four-year institutions in the state. It's right at $4,400 a semester, and that's for tuition and fees. The next one I think talks about housing. Yeah, we have everything from what I would refer to as like an old school dorm, which is, you know, a room that has two people and you share a bathroom with two suite mates. There's everything from that to on-campus apartments. All freshmen have to live on campus unless living with a parent or legal guardian within a 50-mile radius. Transfer students don't have to live on campus, but of course you're free to if you like. And then this last one, it just talks about some different opportunities that you have at Austin Peay that you might not get elsewhere. Typically you don't really get into research until your master's level programs, but at Austin Peay, there's a definitive push to get students involved in research as early as possible. And we have the state's only Office of Grad Student Research, study abroad. Of course, before COVID, they were going on 3 or 4 different trips a year. They're looking to gear up again once COVID restrictions pass. As far as internships go, Clarksville is Tennessee's 5th largest city. So there's tons of internship opportunities available here in town. But like I said, we're also 40 minutes from Nashville. So you can include Nashville in our internship area. So we have tons of internship opportunities available. This last one, it just talks about the ANT Center, which is a resource for our transfer students. We also have a military student center. And then the very last one was about things in Clarksville. If you have any questions, you can always contact us in admissions. The number's there, or hit us up at transfercenter@apsu.edu. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is the University of Mississippi.
Hi, y'all. Let me get my presentation going. I'm stuck. Bear with me one second. Well, in the meantime, my name is Amy Bernstein, and I am the transfer admissions counselor for the University of Mississippi. I do everything in-state to on the west side of the state, and then everything out of state to the east of the Mississippi River. For some reason, this doesn't want me to present to you. Very sorry about that, but I will just go ahead and get started. We were founded in 1848. The University of Mississippi is Mississippi's flagship institution, simply meaning we were the first public institution of higher learning in the state. We started off with about 80 students and have grown to about 18,000 undergraduate students who come from every county in Mississippi, every state in the US, and over 80 foreign countries. We are a large public institution, but we are also a small campus. In fact, we are the 3rd smallest in the SEC, which gives us the best of both worlds. We have all the resources and opportunities and fun of a large SEC institution, but we also have all the perks of a smaller institution, like smaller class sizes, on average 34, and smaller student faculty ratio, 19:1. We are located in the small college town of Oxford, Mississippi. And if you have never visited before, I highly recommend it. Oxford is a cultural mecca with its food, art, and music scene. Our university thrives off of Oxford's unique cultural richness and welcoming atmosphere, and vice versa. I highly encourage you to come visit. We're just an hour south of Memphis. We do continue to host virtual visits each week. We have also expanded our in-person visit options. If you can schedule a visit, you can schedule a visit that best fits your needs by registering online. So super easy to do. We do offer over 100 different academic degree programs. Just to mention a few, we offer one of the top 25 pharmacy schools in the nation, as well as one of the top 10 accounting programs in the nation. Our most popular majors, just by sheer numbers, are biology, accounting, digital communications, business, media, finance, and psychology. I also would like to mention the Sally McDonald Barksdale Honors College. It's available to transfers through their junior entry program. If you're a PTK student, this program is absolutely made for you, so please reach out and we can talk more about that. In addition to our academic programs, students have tons of campus resources at their disposal between transportation on campus, student disability services, our health services, and recreational services. Students have tons of stuff to do while on campus, and sometimes even those will take you off campus for some kind of cool trips and experiences. Getting involved on campus is one of the greatest factors in student success, with over 300 clubs and organizations to choose from. There is truly something for everybody, which is so cliche, but I'm about to tell you why. Greek life, student government, academic clubs and honor societies, religious groups, and special interest groups like the Feral Cat Club, which they take care of the feral cats around campus. Milk and Cookies Club, where if you like watching movies and eating cookies, you're in. Or Battleship, where students go into our Olympic-sized swimming pool and try and sink each other in kayaks. If there is something that you are looking for that doesn't exist, the good news is you can create it. I think you need you and 3 friends and some signatures, and you got yourself a club. You'll also learn about our campus traditions. Just like any family, we have our own sayings and ways to communicate. We will have you doing the hotty toddy chant and getting your fins up in no time. We offer some of the best transfer scholarships in the country for community college students. Our automatic scholarships stack with competitive scholarships and other types of aid, both federal and state. If you're a Phi Theta Kappa member with a 3.5 or higher GPA and 48 transferable academic community college credits, your scholarship will automatically be $8,000 a year for 2 years, so $16,000. But there's an additional $7,000 per year for 2 years for students residing in states other than Mississippi to help with the out-of-state expenses. If you're not a member of PTK, there are automatic scholarships based on your GPA. So if you're your PTK chapter president, community college student body president, an Eagle Scout member of the All USA academic team, you get even more scholarships. New Century scholars are awarded full in-state tuition, and the non-resident fee is covered for out-of-state New Century scholars. And that's a lot of information. So just an example, our in-state tuition is about $9,000. I studied psychology and English, so I like nice round numbers. Our out-of-state fee is about $16,000. So if you get an automatic PTK scholarship, you're looking at about just the $9,000 for the in-state tuition. And you can get competitive scholarships, federal aid, and anything else that you can bring in. Maybe you play an instrument and you can get a band stipend. All of those are available to you, and they will stack up until the cost of attendance. I believe for our out-of-state students, it's about $35,000, and that includes tuition, food, and housing, and everything. So your scholarships can stack up to that. And I know that money is probably the most important thing when you're going out of state for school. So next steps to becoming an Ole Miss Rebel: first apply, then send us your official college transcripts. We need official transcripts from any college you've attended individually. So what you're at now, if you took dual enrollment in high school and it was at a different college, if you went to a 4-year university, then a community college, all of the above, send them all individually to us. And of course, make sure you file a FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, because more money is always better than none. Once you receive your notice of admission, you can go to olemiss.edu/new students for next steps for things like campus housing, orientation, and getting registered for classes. I am your best resource. Do not hesitate to, that's my cell phone number, text me, call me, email me, get me on Instagram. If you are nervous and have anxiety and want to ask the same question every single day for 2 weeks, please do that, because I get paid to do that. So please call me and text me and let me help you. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone. Let's just do a really quick lightning round. We have about 4 minutes. If everyone could just pull up their cameras, and if everyone could just share a really quick piece of advice that they'd give someone going through the transfer process. And we'll start in the same order with Bethel University.
Sorry about that. So my best advice just for somebody going through the transfer process is very similar to the advice I'd give to anyone really. Just look at many colleges. Don't just pick one and say, well, I'm tired of this college, let's go here. Or maybe a family member went there, or a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend. And it may make you feel like that's where you should go. Everything's gonna get better. But if one college didn't work out for you and you're thinking about transferring, really just try to look at many and compare. That way you're not making the same mistake twice. Make sure it's where you want to go. Because I'd hate to see you go from 3 colleges to 4 colleges to 5 colleges without finding a home for you. Here at Bethel, I'd love for it to be here, but it might be UTM or it might be Baptist. And I just want you to go where you need to go.
Thank you. My advice would be I give it to freshmen and to transfers and anyone in the process after you've kind of decided which schools you're looking at. Check your email. I have so many students who send me questions and it's in your email. Please reach out with any questions that you have throughout the process, but basic things like deadlines, housing applications, all that kind of stuff is going to be in your email. So check it every day, regularly, and it'll save you a lot of headache.
I'm sorry, I got lost there for a second. So this is Carol with University of Memphis, and I would say come visit us is my best advice. So come visit us. We also have virtual tours online of the university, of our housing, of our nursing school, and a variety of things. Also, get in touch with us directly so that we can help you answer your questions and make you feel comfortable with your choice. That's about it.
Awesome. And just to piggyback on what everybody said, so we don't say the same thing twice, but we will. Just like Carol just said and Amy mentioned in her presentation, this is our job. You are not bothering us. We chose to do this for a living. I chose to come back to the school I went to because I loved it so much, came back, right? So just like Carol said, please reach out. And thanks to Lauren, check your email. I know in today's day and age, you don't have to check email that often. You'd rather be a text, and most of us text now too. But stay in contact with us. That's really what we're here for. Like Amy said, if you can ask the same question every day of the week 3 times, that's cool. You know, just ask us. Is this what we enjoy doing? We love putting you on the map against your calling. And also, like Carol said, come check out every school you're interested in, because you don't know it until you, well, even if it's virtual, because it is that life now, right? Just check everybody out.
My advice would be when you're transferring schools, be sure that you look at the accreditation of the school that you've been at and the school that you're applying to, because basically there's 2 types of accreditation. There's regional and national, and regional credits will transfer, whereas national credits may not. And in 10 years of doing this, I've often been the very first person to explain accreditation to people because I deal with transfer students all day. So I would just make sure that you realize when you go to a school what kind of credits you're getting and whether or not they will transfer in the future.
My best advice is actually for after transfer. Your first semester may or may not go the way that you think it's going to, especially if you're moving to a new place. You could be in a culture shock, whether that's 2 hours away or 20 hours away. I moved to the University of Mississippi from New York. I transferred, and my first semester was awful because I did not prepare myself to live in the South as a New Yorker. And I didn't I didn't get the culture. I didn't get the friendliness. I didn't understand what people were saying most of the time because of the slang down here, like full as a tick. I didn't know what that meant. And they said it so fast and I felt like an outsider. And it was really hard. So don't give up after your first semester. If you're moving far away from home or you think you're going to get homesick, even if you're 2 hours away, I've had students now that I'm an admissions counselor that come to Ole Miss from 2 hours away and they're homesick and they want to quit after the first semester because it's hard. Don't do that. It gets better. Change is good. Growth is good. Growing pains, you want to feel that and you want to come out on top of that. So don't give up after your first semester.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. When this window closes, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd love your feedback. This is just one of many sessions being hosted, so please sign up for more. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this recording and others at strivescan.com/Tennessee. And with that, have a great night, everyone. Thanks to our presenters, and best of luck.